There are 15 different chems in Fallout 3, and in this guide I will be going through all of them and what they do. Hi, I'm Mo and I'm trapped in Fallout. We will go through first of all the addictive chems. So these are chems that you can get addicted to, and we'll go from chems that are the least addictive all the way to the most addictive. The first one we're going to talk about are mentats. When taking a mentat, it will increase your intelligence and perception by 5, but it has a 5% chance of being addicted to. Typically, you can find it all over the wasteland. Since this will boost both your intelligence and your perception, this will increase your medicine, your repair, your science, your explosives, lockpick and energy weapon skills in one go. Next, let's talk about the orange mentats. When taking them, this will increase your perception by 5 and also have a 5% chance of being addicted to. You can get your hands on orange mentats by trading in prize vouchers inside the National Archives. You typically won't find them around the wasteland otherwise. Next, we're going to talk about the berry mentats. Similar to the orange mentats, they will increase your intelligence by 5, and they also have an addictive chance of 5%. Just like the orange mentats, you can obtain them by trading in prize vouchers inside the National Archives. Next, we're going to talk about the grape mentats. Again, taking them will increase your charisma by 5, and they also have an addictive chance of 5%. Similar to berry mentats, you can get them by trading in prize vouchers, again inside the National Archives. Now let's talk about Med-X. When taking Med-X, it will increase your damage resistance by 25. However, it is 10% addictive. Typically, you can find it all around the wasteland. When addicted, this will actually decrease your agility and your intelligence by 1. Now, let's talk about Buffout. When taking Buffout, it will increase your HP by 60. It will also give you an endurance boost by 3 and boost your strength by 2. But it also has a 10% chance of being addicted to. You can typically find it all across the wasteland, and you will also find it being sold by both Doc Church in Megaton and Doc Hoff, who is one of the 4 caravan merchants. Now let's talk about Psycho. When using it, it will increase the damage you do by 25%. However, it also has a chance of 10% of being addicted to. Typically, you will find it all across the wasteland, just like Buffout, and if you do end up being addicted to it, it will decrease your endurance and your perception by 1. Now let's talk about Jet. When using Jet, this will increase your action points by 30, but it has a whopping 20% chance of being addicted to. Just like some of the others on this list, you will typically find it all across the wasteland. When addicted, you will actually suffer from both your agility and charisma by 1. And lastly, as part of our addictive chems list, let's talk about Ultrajet. When taking it, it will increase your action points by 40. Now, since Ultrajet and Jet are actually different, you can use them both at the same time if you wish to stack in the effects of both. Just like Jet, Ultrajet also has a 20% chance of being addicted to. When addicted, this will decrease your agility and strength by 2 and decrease your perception by 1. Now that we have gone through all of our addictive chems, let's go through all the non-addictive chems, starting with the adapted Biogel. When using this chem, this will increase your HP by 150. However, it has some pretty gnarly side effects. When taking this, it will give you a random side effect from reducing any one of your specials by either 1 or 2, either decreasing or increasing the radiation damage you take, or increasing your HP or AP. The only thing about this chem is that you can only get it during the Mothership Zeta DLC. And with that, now let's talk about the Alien Biogel. Similar to the adapted Biogel, this will increase your HP by 30, but it also has a random side effect. When using this, again, it will decrease any one of your specials by either 1 or 2, or it could potentially give you either radiation damage or decrease your radiation, or it could increase your HP or your AP. Again, similar to the adapted Biogel, you can only get this chem during the Mothership Zeta DLC. Now let's talk about the Blood Pack. When using the Blood Pack, it will typically give you just 1 HP. You will find it pretty much everywhere in the wasteland, specifically inside 8 boxes. Now that said, when going to Arafu, if you decide to go ahead and help Vance as part of his quest, a quest that you will eventually get when you visit Arafu, then as part of this quest, blood packs will instead increase your HP by 20 as part of the reward for completing the quest. And now let's talk about Rad-X. When taking Rad-X, it will give you 75% radiation resistance. This will significantly reduce the amount of radiation damage you take, making this very useful for highly radioactive areas of the wasteland. That said, the effects do not stack, so only really take one at a time. And now let's talk about Rad Away. When taking Rad Away, it will decrease your radiation by 85. Typically, you will find it pretty much all over the wasteland, and when taking this will remove the radiation damage you currently have. It's very useful and is pretty abundant everywhere. You will more likely find it when visiting doctors, as they are likely to have it in stock for purchase. And lastly, Stimpaks. When taking a Stimpak, it will typically heal your HP by 80, although this will depend on what the level of your medicine skill is. You will find Stimpaks pretty much everywhere, and in addition to healing your HP, you can also use Stimpaks to heal your crippled limbs. Using chems in Fallout 3 is a nice quick way to get a big boost in your skills and generally making it easier to play Fallout 3. That said, you can find a number of these chems at these 9 hidden radio locations, including Buffout and Mentats. Click on the video you see on the screen now and I will show you 9 of these hidden ham radio locations where you are likely to find many more chems.